Hello there, and welcome to Pink Milk, your Star Wars podcast for us superfans.
And those of us who are forced to listen to them.
Today is someday, and someday we're talking about being gay daddies.
Gay daddies.
Not those daddies, Thomas. Dads. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's drink up.
Drink up.
Hello there, Pop Pop.
Hello there.
How are you?
I am well. How are you?
I am still living on cloud nine. Oh. No, I almost went into, I'm on the edge of glory.
I thought you were living on a prayer for a minute there.
I mean...
But I'm bum.
No prayers here. And I'm not living on the edge anymore because Chapter 5 of the Book of Boba Fett, a.k.a. The Mandalorian Season 3 teaser came out, and my boy's back.
That's right.
Din Djarin. Hello there, everyone, and welcome to Pink Milk. I am your host, Bryan. With me, as always, is my better half and your much better host, Thomas.
Hello, everyone.
It is bright and early.
It really is, and I'm an early guy.
Yeah.
I'm just feeling like, whoa. This is early.
It's a weekend. We got up at 4 o'clock. Thank you, Mr. Ben Solo Berry. So if this is the first time you're listening, we just got a little puppy right around Christmas time, and he's not sleeping through the night.
Ben 10.
Ben Solo.
Benjamin.
Solo.
Ben Meister. The Benster. The Benerator. He's got quite a few names.
The Benerator.
I like that.
You know, Benerator works, especially because there was a little homage to Terminator in this episode of the Book of Boba Fett.
Yes, there was.
You know, I'm really happy having 2 puppies now in the last 4 years that we bypassed that part with our children.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know how you parents do it with like infants and not sleeping and crying and
Pooping.
Like, at least this poop I could pick up with a plastic bag and I have to like wipe it and like, ugh.
It is kind of gross when you think about it.
It really, Can you imagine cleaning up after Grogu with all those frogs and eggs and whatever he finds lying around that he seems to eat?
No, I cannot.
Wonder if it's like purple.
I would think it's green. Just seems
But
like a little green guy would make little green poops.
But humans have green poops when they eat stuff. I don't. Okay, let's not. This is too much. Sorry, everyone. Sorry.
There goes my coffee, which wasn't green.
How's your week been, Pop?
Oh, it's been great. Thanks for asking. Y'all went back to work.
We went back to work. Someone turned 9.
Someone turned 9. Yes, he did. Wow. 9 going on 40.
No, that one's 9 going on 7. Let's be real. Though he's building quite the amazing Lego set.
Yes.
He got a Lego set for his birthday, and Eli is quite the genius and a future architect or some sort of civil engineer. That's just his personality. And anyways, it's the most complicated Lego thing he's ever built. It's like
665 pieces.
Yeah, it's a Jeep Wrangler. He loves his cars. And but it's really cool, and I'm very proud of him. I'm like, is it really hard? Kinda not. I'm like, okay, there you go.
Got a great mind for that stuff.
Also, just real quick, because someone called us out last week thinking that they could hear children in the background. It's puppy Ben Solo, because he is a puppy.
Somebody called us out for that?
Yeah. They, well, not really called us out. They liked hearing the kids in the background, but it was Ben, because he has to be in the recording room with us because, again, he's a puppy.
And we don't trust him.
And we don't trust him.
Not yet.
No.
Eyes on puppy at all times.
Eyes on puppy. You can't put him in a crate because he'll have a mental breakdown and he screams and cries, and he's not good in the crate. Not yet.
The vet told me to think of it as his diaper. The crate is his
Thomas,
diaper.
Let's get away from the poop talk. No diapers.
You can't watch him. He needs to be in his diaper. I'm like, all right, that's actually pretty good. Thank you, vet.
Oh, God bless our vets. Both the kind that served in the military and the veterinarians.
Absolutely.
We appreciate both of you. Thank you for
Absolutely.
your service. And thank you for taking care of
the
our puppies.
So what are we here for today?
We are here to talk about The Mandalorian. Oops. I mean, the book Boba Fett, who isn't in this episode. And now his girl, Fennec Shand, has appeared in more stories about the book of Boba Fett than Boba Fett has himself.
And she seemed happier. She seemed happier.
She did.
In this episode than in any other episode.
You know what? I don't think I picked up on that exactly, but she did.
That big smile. I like her anyway, you know that. But she seemed truly happier.
She really did. I'm going to sound very, very gay here, which is probably just like
Shocker.
every other second things come out of my mouth. But I've been distracted. I've seen this episode 3 times now, and I was very distracted every time when she like hops down, which is very cool. It makes me think of like the animated version of Fennec Shand. But those big heavy flaps that she has on the front of her legs, which look really cool, it bounces really weird off her leg, and it's like I find it very distracting.
Well, I like the pose. Wasn't she posing? Wasn't she sitting on the box posing first, and then when he saw her, she jumped
She was
up?
sitting there like a little child, like excited. But you know,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
like
It's like a pose.
Betty Davis, we love you. Patrick Linehan, Deborah. What's the lyrics?
Betty Greta
Greta Gar. Oh my God, Emma.
Loser. Emma, where are you? We need your help. Marlon Brando, Jimmy Dean.
On the cover of a magazine. Grace Kelly, Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers danced on air. They had style, they had grace. Rita Haywood gave good face. Lauren, Catherine, Latitude, Betty Davis, we love you. Ladies with an attitude, fellas
this
that
just
were
keeps
in the
going.
mood. Don't just stand there. Let's strike a pose. There's nothing to it. Vogue, doot, 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 doot. Vogue, doot, 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 doot.
You were doing so great until you entered the doot, 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 doot.
Well, that's like Fennec is kind of not cool, so I feel like she'd be over there doot doot with her little finger like waving. If you could see this right now, you would, but like doot 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 doot. Right? No? She can like set her robot parts to really cut a rug, like she just programs and like her
See, I
tummy.
don't see her as a dancer.
You don't?
No,
Okay.
I don't.
Maybe not. No, that's why she's got the finger wave. Like, doo, doo. That's her. Like, she looks like, what's her name from Seinfeld? The Janine dance. What's her name in Seinfeld?
Oh, Elaine.
Elaine.
Oh, I
She'd
love
probably
Elaine.
dance like Elaine.
I could see that.
And then everyone,
Yeah.
no one's going to tell her that she can't dance because she'll just kill you.
Google Elaine dance Seinfeld. Funniest thing you've ever seen.
Also known as the Fennec
Once
Shand
you
dance.
see it, you cannot unsee it, and you will take some of those moves for yourself.
Oh my God. Like, I wanted to see Fennec Shand back in the Bad Batch teaching Omega how to do the Elaine dance. I could see little Omega like thinking it's actually a really cool dance, and she's like thinking it's cool.
Come on, Omega's much cooler than that.
Ooh, Tick, look at my new dance, Tick. Are you ready to just hop into this pop-up?
I'm ready.
Okay, so real quick, this episode is like gigantic. I feel like there's so much to talk about in this episode that we could probably have like a 12 series podcast on this episode alone. There's so much meat on these bones.
But we won't.
But we won't. So you can go back to YouTube from our After Dark where Chase, Emma, Mark, and myself all talk about this episode. Chase and I have our little kikis on Wednesdays. That's only on YouTube, but the live stream will be in your podcatcher on Wednesday. So think of it as like Book of Boba Fett Chapter 5 Parts 1 and 2. So Daddy here and I, we are going to focus on Din Djarin as a father. Because let me tell you, Din is a daddy straight up now in this episode. And I am here for it. I was very, very, very excited. And it brought back a lot of memories about when our son first came, Jack, and learning to be a father. And some of the things that we still have to deal with being gay dads. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Good dads.
I'm starting a new movement. Gadads.
Good dads.
Gadads and gadaddies.
Remove syllables that are unnecessary. So we will be working on, maybe we'll start a Patreon, actually, Tom, and we'll have decoders if you're a Patreon member, and we'll just start talking in weird code, and you need to be a Patreon, and you can get the book, and you can, Gadads equals Gay dads.
I think that's a great idea, Dad.
Bop equals the Book of Boba Fett. Equals the Mandalorian.
I don't think it works the same.
Wait. Did you not see the sexy walk that's back? We've been missing a sexy walk and it's back. That is straight up.
So here's my question. We know that person usually isn't Din Djarin, the actor. What's his name? Pedro Pascal?
It's usually Brendan Wayne when he's just walking.
So I was wondering if he was really in the episode or was it he just voice-overed everything?
Yeah, you know what?
What?
Thomas, I'm going to hit pause real quick and let's get that answered. I'm going to look it up
We
real
can
quick.
get the answer?
We will. We'll be right back.
We'll circle back. Okay, we're circled.
It was a really great little jog, too. You know, I feel like a journalist. I went and did my research. And both Lateef and Brendan were credited as the stunt double. So I guess I really don't know. Does that mean that they were both here this week?
I don't know. Maybe they were.
Because I believe it's Lateef who does like the action scenes and Brendan does the walking. So I credit Brendan Wayne with the sexy walk.
Okay.
So I don't know if he was there. Probably not.
I want that job.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I have that job.
It's just my sexy voice. So what did you think of the episode overall, Pop-Up?
I thought it was a really good episode, actually. I liked it made me appreciate The Mandalorian a little bit more. Made me more excited for it. Maybe a little mad, actually, because we still do not know when it's returning. Because how many times have I asked over the last 6 months, when are we getting it? When are we getting it?
They're shooting it right now.
That's not good enough. That means it won't be out till next year.
Probably not.
That's ridiculous.
I feel like we're going to get Din in the next 2 episodes, though. So I don't think you have to say goodbye to him.
Okay, well, that's good. I mean, clearly we like The Mandalorian because both of us were super excited about it, and the feedback has been pretty exciting as well, right? So
yeah, the show has not trended on Twitter like it did for this. So I don't know. I feel kind of bad for Boba Fett. Like clearly Din Djarin is the more popular character.
Well, I mean, in fairness, yeah, all right. I could definitely see that, but he also has 2 seasons behind him, and I mean, you know.
Boba Fett has...
Interesting, though, is because Mandalorian just emerged in the last 2 years.
Yeah,
Boba Fett's been around forever.
For 42 years.
Yeah. But I'm still liking Boba Fett, though.
I know you are.
I think they should have at least incorporated him a little bit, but it's like you said, I agree with you. I think we'll see him the next 2 episodes anyway.
Oh, Boba?
With Mandalorian.
Yeah.
They wanted muscle.
And they got some sexy muscle. Now I just really want more muscle, and I really need my reunification of Din Cobb, and I need Din Djarin to see his future husband Cobb Vanth, and maybe they'll kiss and get married and take down the Pike Syndicate together and then ride off on their motorcycles together.
All right, come back to the show, Pumpkin.
I can't. I get down the Din Cobb train, and makes me happy. So the one thing I will say, and I said this on Friday, is this episode made me realize how much I'm not interested in Boba Fett. Because I have not, every episode I leave going, it's fine. Kind of want more. It was good. There's some really great parts, but this episode I feel so well fed. I could take a few weeks off without another show. Like I'm good to just like sit and marinate on this for a while. Like that's how I felt every week after The Mandalorian. Like, so good.
In my opinion, they are still spending the time to set things up for Boba Fett. And maybe when you only have 8, 9 episodes, how many?
7. So there's 2 left.
7. Maybe you shouldn't have taken 5 episodes to do that, or 4, because he wasn't in the last one. But I still think they're doing a really good job of all that. Yeah, and I think that maybe that's why you can't be invested yet, even though their whole goal to set it up and give you all the background is that you will be invested. I would imagine you're more invested in The Mandalorian because it's been 2 seasons. You've been through a lot of cliffhangers in 2 seasons. So
yeah, but I was emotionally invested in Din Djarin after the very first episode.
Okay. I'm going to go back to our podcast and see.
Oh, let's do it because I'm sure it's there.
I'm sure it will be.
I mean, those were early in the podcasting days, so I'm sure it's a snooze fest of an episode because I don't think we were very good back then. I mean,
and we're just a little bit better now.
Like we're marginally talented now.
And I don't know who this Marge is.
Marge works at the deli, and she's I don't care if smoking's not appropriate. Do you want your bologna or not? That's as thin as you're gonna get.
She's a rat in the sky. I love Marge. I grew up with Marge.
My name is Marge. I'm large and I'm in charge. Okay. I used to drive a semi-truck, but they told me I was drinking too much.
Reel it in, honey.
I feel like that character could be a Jon Favreau character, like somewhere in the television universe of Star Wars.
I feel like that character is actually the mechanic, played by...
Peli-Motto?
Is that her name? What's her real name?
Amy Sedaris.
Yeah.
I love me some Peli. Oh my God.
Yeah, she's a great actress. Comedian. She is great.
She is amazing.
That hair, though. That hair is like, whoa.
No. We were joking.
She does not have that hair in real life.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
We were joking on After Dark that I want her to go on a vacation because she's probably never left Tatooine. Actually, she might have even said that. I don't remember. But I feel like she's never left Tatooine, and I want her to go to Naboo and, like, there's like really glamorous shops. It's like the what's it called? Rio Drive. Is that the fancy place in LA?
Rodeo.
Oh, Rodeo Drive. There's probably like a Rodeo Drive of Naboo, and I want to see. Remember some of Queen Amidala's dresses? Remember the beautiful yellow and purple dress? I want to see her in something like that, but with that big permed hair. And she's like, she's gonna get it even bigger because she's on vacation. She's like, oh, no, my hair's great, and it's just gonna be like this really big perm and this like beautiful soft dress, and I think it'd be hilarious.
What do you call the little hairy things?
Jawas.
Jawas, yeah. She probably needs to get off the planet if she's dating Jawas.
No, I think that's beautiful. She's open to all genders and she doesn't care. She's sexually free. No one's going to tell her who to love and how to love. I think she's great. She's a gay icon.
When you put it that way, it just makes me feel bad about
You should. She's a gay icon, Tom. We don't need any self-hate here.
They're hairy animals, honey.
Yeah, so are bears, and I love bears. Give me all the hair. Give me the back hair. Give me the tummy hair. Give me it all. Let me grab onto something. You are not like that, though.
You're in the wrong marriage, honey.
Yeah, it was funny. I love me some Jawas. No, the line of their furry, very furry, and then her little like.
You know that was funny.
Speaking Jawaese was great. But yeah, so this episode's like gigantic. Listen to those other things. Tommy and I are gonna focus on. I think my favorite part of this episode was when he left the ring planet. I keep forgetting the name of it. Sorry, the ring planet with the head of the Barada or the Klatooinian. I don't know. Barada's the Kenner toy. I think they're Klatooinians. Anywho, and he goes back to Tatooine, and he's been kicked out from his family. Actually, how was that? That was really upsetting. It really affected Michael. Did you see how the next day, who's still talking about it? He's very upset that the armor and Paz Vizsla kicked Din Djarin out.
Well, I mean, I agree with them.
Yeah.
And I understand why he is. With regards to my opinion of it, I thought it was unnecessary. It came so random. I mean, it had nothing to do with it. Have you ever taken your helmet off? I mean, where'd that come from?
They've been talking about that since season 1.
I understand, but in that particular scene, in my opinion, it had no place. I mean, they were just fighting with one another.
So,
I mean, where'd that come from? It's like, oh.
Yeah, actually,
what's your favorite color? No, I don't like that color. You're out. It just made no sense.
Well, you know what? Honestly, sometimes families...
Be honest with me.
Sometimes families
He's grabbing my hand. He wants to be very honest about things. Go ahead.
Sometimes families treat their gay kids like that, too.
I understand.
They just look for any excuse to kick them out. Because it can't be that they're gay, because that would make them a bad person. So it's like, oh, you like the color blue? Well, there's no blue in this house. You're out. I didn't kick my son out because he's gay. I kicked him out because he doesn't like the color blue.
Okay. I see where you're going.
Somehow that's more acceptable. Mm-hmm. So I actually, before we get into the kid thing, let's talk about this. Because you were very confused why they were fighting and all of that with the Darksaber. You were like, why are they acting like this?
I mean, let's go back to what the scene said. There's only 3 left. Mm-hmm. Why would 2 of them be fighting with one another?
Yeah, so did you read that line as the 3 of them being the Armor, Paz, and Din? Or is there a third Mandalorian somewhere that we haven't seen yet?
No, I read it as the first. The 3 of them that were currently in that scene.
Din Djarin, Paz Vizsla, and the Armor.
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean, they made such a stink out of it. Well, there's only 3 of us left. Okay.
Well, they already have
she's
beef.
Supposed to be the leader in a way.
Yes.
Why would she allow this to happen? So it's kind of like, as a parent, why would you allow things to happen sometimes? I mean, you do have some responsibility there.
Well, We can look at my own family for that and how no one talks because my parents seem to think it's acceptable that my brother and I have no relationship. And,
And this is a good time for me to just be silent. Bring back my girls.
Yeah, let's not go down that road. It's time for you to lip sync for your life. Okay, so
Is
you
it
were
lives or life?
life, honey.
Well, I Barry jobbed it. I hear what I want to hear.
So, you were like, why are they fighting and all this stuff? So you have to remember that this little coven of Mandalorians, the armor dropped the thing that we were on the moon of Concordia, which is why during the bombing they lived. That was the moon that we met, that Death Watch lived on,
Right.
in the Clone Wars.
Right.
So you have to remember, back to Clone Wars, that group of Death Watch were very stringent on the old ways of the Mandalorians because they felt that Duchess Satine, who was trying to become more of a pacifistic, is that the right word? Passive?
Yeah. Let's go with it. Barry jobbed it.
She was trying to be, more of a
Pacifist?
pacifist. Thank you. I cannot talk. And they weren't into that because Mandalorians are warriors. And I think that is them going back to try to honor where they were before because they saw this evolution as a weakening. They're toxic masculine dudes who can't show emotion. So we'll just fight. That's like what the Mandalorians are. And they're trying to change that. That's what Duchess Satine was trying to do.
Okay.
So these people are still there, and that's the Paz Vizsla guy. He is of Tar Vizsla, was the first Mandalorian that created the Darksaber, the Mandalorian and the Jedi. So that dude probably feels like he's entitled to it, and they already don't like each other. So to you, it felt like they were just out of nowhere fighting, but that is the way they are. That is just how their culture settles things.
Okay, but to me, the casual fan at best, who's watching a new series, who may have never picked up or spent all those years watching the Clone Wars.
And Rebels, because then Satine
And
has to
Rebels.
deal with it.
I mean, years and years and years now. But, no, we didn't get it at all. It just seemed to make no sense. In my opinion. IMO.
But that's IMO. That's the stuff that though right there is what I feel is missing from the book of Boba Fett. Even as a casual fan, you're like, why are they acting this way? But it builds into their lore. It builds into that kind of that society, that culture, and it's interesting because it's world building. And the book of Boba Fett has given us no world building. It's given us a great culture of the Tuskens.
But
I'm
it
here
makes
for that.
no sense because there's only 3 of them left. And then she asks a pretty dumb question. You ever take your hat off? And then now you got to leave.
Yeah.
Okay, so and then what does she just want the other guy? Is that what's going on here?
I don't know.
She's not interested in the 3?
One of our friends of the show had a really, really hard time with that. They referred to it as like a coming out scene, and our friend of the show is really came from a very religious background.
Okay.
And it was really hard on them to see that because they remembered coming out and getting kicked out of a church and having that kind of drastic cut pulled from them because they broke the rules.
I totally understand how they feel.
That does, like, you talk about how it doesn't make sense, but look what happens to people. Like, look what happens in a very religious setting. And Bo-Katan in last season of The Mandalorian was talking about how they're just like religious nut jobs, basically. So, in a way, it's actually very real.
Just like that bone right now that everyone's going to hear. Ben chewing.
Oh, well, we're moving on. Moving on up and you're moving on now.
M people.
Time to break
That was
free.
a great group.
Somebody stop me. I can't remember how it goes. Anyways, so, like, it is kind of realistic, though. And there are stupid rules like that, to me. But I'm not religious, so I don't know.
You're not? Never would have understood that in all these podcasts.
But yeah, this really affected Michael when they kicked him out. He was really upset. He's like, I don't understand why he's not a Mandalorian anymore. Like, I don't know. I thought it was great. We go into it in the After Dark, so watch it on YouTube or listen to it on the next episode because there's some great stuff. But after all that happens, he heads back to Tatooine, right? He hops on his little bus, his Greyhound bus.
Which was pretty cool. It was a commercial flight. They made reference to it, and he couldn't take any of his weapons. It's pretty cool.
Well, the one of the things that I love about that is look what just happened with the Darksaber. That dude was just about willing to risk his life to get the Darksaber, and Din Djarin just chucks it in to a suitcase.
Yeah, that seemed a little crazy.
Like he doesn't.
I thought for sure they were setting us up that it was going to go missing at that point.
Me too. Yeah. I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad that it didn't go there. But like it's amazing how just dismissive of the whole thing he is. Like he's changed actually. Like he was very dismissive of her and the fact that he wanted something. He Din Djarin before was always about everybody else and never about himself. That's was his story. In this, he told the armor, no, I need you to make it for a specific foundling for my son. I want to see him again. And he kind of went back at her a little bit, which sets us up for what's about to happen. So we get back to Tatooine. We see our permed out hair, Ellen Ripley, Pelimato. Amazing. Always great to see her. And we get a little BD1. Very great. Very cute. All of that. And here is Din to save his friend and hopefully get a new ship. Right? And
Whose ship was that?
that I think was Anakin's starfighter, but someone corrected us in the thing. Apparently there's a serial number on it that is not the same serial number as Anakin.
Ooh.
I am not that
Now
Star Wars
that
fan.
is a super fan.
And you know whose that was?
Let me guess. It's somebody I know. Okay, wait. Is it a girl or a guy? I'm thinking it's a girl.
Nope.
It's a guy. It's Buck.
It is.
Is it? All right.
The sponsor of the trivia night.
The Bucky Box.
The Bucky Box, our sponsor for game night.
Thank
Knew
you
the
for
serial
keeping
number.
us on the path, Buck.
I know. I'm like, oh god, I'm not that Star Wars fan, but I'm glad I know them now.
Well, you know, hey, you have something to strive for.
Yeah, not.
I mean, you have a podcast and everything, you know.
No.
So can we
I'm not
change the
that
beginning
fan.
then to something else?
To a not so super fan and those forced to listen to us.
To a so super fan. I cannot imagine living with you and having you, titled a so super fan, knowing how much of a super fan you really are. Can you imagine how other people are really know all those nuances?
See,
I mean, that's
I love
impressive.
that.
Impressive.
No,
Absolutely.
it is totally amazing. But there is a subset, and Buck is not
We
this
need
person.
to get
I'm not
him
saying that.
on the trivia. Like,
Oh my God,
the one with the Laura, with Laura and all those people, the serious trivia.
Oh my
This
God.
is not.
No,
this
you
is
know
like,
what we should really do?
Sissy trivia with us.
Oh my God. Did you really just use the word sissy?
But
Oh my God.
we'll take that out, right?
I'm gonna put you on blast, girl. What we should do is you and I should set up a team
Okay.
of trivia. Like we should do a real trivia showdown with Buck and with Luke.
Ooh.
Luke is like another one like that.
Can I be on one of their teams?
No,
though?
yeah, it'll be like two of us against the other two.
Ooh, that's good.
So you know what, Luke and Buck, we're gonna do this. This will be an episode after Bop is over. You tell us who you choose.
Who's over?
Bop.
Is that the new?
This is part of our Patreon. You can look the Book of Boba Fett.
okay.
Bop.
Okay.
This is our
Okay,
short term like
Gadaddy.
Gadads. Anyways, I think that'd be a lot of fun. So here we are, live, inviting our guests to come on. So tell us, whose team do you want to be on, kids? Whose team do you want to be on? We're going to put the pressure on you.
Don't underestimate me.
Who do you like better? This is a popularity contest. Please pick me. Otherwise, I'm going to feel real bad. But I all know Tommy's much more handsome than I am and much cooler and much more fun. So
Cool.
I'm sure.
I've been called a lot of things in my life. A lot. Most of which are true. But cool
Is not
has
one of
never
them.
been one of them. I don't even want the title.
Well, luckily for you,
Yes.
in this house, there aren't titles. They're only crowns.
Well,
Or maybe a tiara.
I am the house manager, though.
The queen bee. The queen bee of the house. With a capital B sometimes.
For for Barry.
So we're on Tatooine, and Din's looking to get a new ship because he's like, you know what? This dude doesn't fly commercial. I fly private. Because Din Djarin's a fancy bee.
He's
didn't
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, he got some money. He got all those credits and for Moff Gideon, and he's like, nope. How did he get so? Oh no, I don't even remember how he got so rich.
I don't think he spends a lot of money. So
No,
I think a little money goes a long way.
He keeps going for free. Oh, it's on me. Oh yeah, I'll overpay you. Oh, he just throws it around, which I kind of love. Like he's not
I got
greedy.
Disney money.
Yeah, just charge that to the mouse, please.
That's right.
Thank you.
I'm with the House of Mouse.
That's really good. Oh, well done. So, this is where, like, this whole scene is what I'm living for in this. So when Din Djarin hops on the commercial jet, I like the Greyhound better. I like Greyhound better than commercial jet.
You know, it's your show.
When he hops on the Greyhound, we see that little baby Rodian, and just like everybody on a plane or a bus, there's a little kid sitting in front of you who turns around and just stares at you. And this is where I honestly got very emotional. Imagine that, especially with my boy Din. But I love that he knows. Think about Din Djarin in season 1. The dude didn't know how to do anything. He just like walked around, fumbled all over the place, and it was like he was just not out. He was baby gay. He was still closeted, and we saw him all come out, and now he's a dad. And do you think back before we were dads? For me, anyways, I felt so awkward talking to kids. I didn't know how to talk to them. I didn't know if I was supposed to. There's probably some of that old shame of being gay. I remember in college, I think I've mentioned this, I wanted to be a teacher, and they were like, you can't be a teacher because you're gay and you're going to get sued. All this trash.
Yeah, I totally understand what you're saying. I remember it absolutely very, very clearly. And to me, we saw Din twice in that scene, if you will. There was for the first time when he was going, and the second time when he was test driving the ship, whatever it was.
His Porsche. And in the beginning,
I thought it was the old Din Djarin, truthfully, the very first time the kid, I'll call him a kid, turned around, because he really didn't react to him at all. He didn't make any reaction.
Oh.
No. And then the second time when he was in the ship, that's when it was the new Din Djarin, who was used to having, who was more comfortable with a younger child in a way. I remember as well, absolutely, we are 100% that way. And I even can go back when I first started to become an uncle, because I've got lots of nieces and nephews. I didn't know how to react to them. I didn't know how to communicate with kids that I would see outside of my family. And as the years would go by and there were more and more and more kids coming, then I, felt more comfortable and I could speak to them. Definitely now as a parent, the early parent couldn't. But when I have clients and I have friends that have younger kids, I can communicate with them differently, 100% now. I talk to them, not at them. Yep. And that's the difference,
I think there was at least like stages of my life where I didn't even like talk at them. I just like ignored them. I was like, "Oh, hi," and then I was so uncomfortable, and I was like, "Oh God!" Like, and not.
Well, gay men, we spend a lot of time being like, "No, we don't want those. We don't want those." We still have friends who are like, "But we don't want those," and that's okay.
I was never like that. I always wanted kids, but I was under this thing of like the parents are going to yell at me because a gay person is talking to my child, and I was going to get the whistle.
Oh, like the whistle.
Yeah.
Oh, different whistle.
Police, he's after my child, the gays are after my child. That's how it always felt.
That was an imaginary whistle in your head, because that never really would have happened.
Oh, no, I physically, like, the moms would just carry gay whistles of, like, but, like, I don't feel that way anymore, and now I can talk to them. And, but I felt like he did speak to that child. He was, like, lovingly looking at that child, like, whoever's under that helmet now, like I feel like they know how they ooze emotion out of that
smile
helmet.
With their eyes.
Through the visor. Oh my God, they vise. because you can't really see their eyes, and so it's a visor. No, doesn't work. Okay,
No,
anyways,
that's okay,
Like,
though.
he looked at that child in a very loving, sort of like fatherly way to me, and then he pulled out this little sack that looked like Grogu, and it was just like,
He pulled out his sack.
oh my god.
That looked like Grogu. What show am I on?
And maybe that's why parents don't want me to talk to their children.
Pulling out my own whistle now.
Wait, you can't talk about pulling out sacks and whistles. This is just getting
That looked
even
like
worse.
Grogu. Yeah, definitely. No, we cannot. Because my sack looked like Grogu. We have a lot of trouble.
You wouldn't be here. Okay, we're.
Is it trivia time yet?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He ain't gonna help you now.
Oh, he left me a long time ago. Anywho, like, this is another, like, I loved seeing this little queer dad who's uncomfortable being a dad, didn't know what to do, lost his child. Now he's on his way to get him back, because I think in this moment he's learned what happened, like where he gave up something, and I think he knows he made the wrong decision.
So, did they give us any indication how much time had gone by?
Nope.
Okay.
Which I go back and forth. I love Star Wars. There's before, there's after. Like, that's just how Star Wars works. It's fine. Like, we can fill in the gaps later, because Star Wars loves to fill in gaps. They love to have little holes and come back and revisit them, and I think that's all great and wonderful. Because last we saw him, he was still on that ship. So we don't know how he got on the ship. We don't know what happened to any of the people. We don't know where any of them are. So I'm good with that. But I just love seeing that evolution in that character. I thought it was really special. And you're right. Then when he swings back around and he nods at the kid, because he knows that kid wants to see a dude in a cool handmade Porsche. Like, that's just like, it was really, really, honestly, very touching. And it spoke to Din Djarin's character of how it's never really about him. He's always thinking of somebody else. And I love it. But, I also want to circle back to when he had to leave, because I feel, and tell me, I don't know if we always see this the same way, but like you mentioned earlier that gays are like, no, I don't want one of those, right?
I did say that, yes. I'm not saying the current gays, but I'm saying the gays that we were growing up with.
But I feel like we have lost a lot of friendships once we became a parent. Like, because we can't do those things that we once did, and because, like, I'm assuming, like, in the straight community, like, parents generally start having children around the same time. So their friendships can grow together. They can go from, mom, like, pre-mom that went out and did all the things that college people do or whatever. And then they become moms together and they enjoy that new lifestyle together. We don't have that very often. So, like, our friends are still doing the things that we used to go and do, and we can't do that anymore. And sometimes, like...
Or we don't want to do that anymore.
Or we don't want... Yeah. Like, but sometimes I go through a little bit of a struggle of, like, that's all our friendship was. Like, we couldn't evolve into something else. And it feels lonely sometimes, because I've said it, like, I have a hard time assimilating into, like, straight world. Like, I just do. And I don't like it. I'm just going to, like, it's not for me. I don't fit in. And that's not every single straight person. I'm not saying that, but, like, I can't go hang out with the parents at the park. I always feel like I am not really one of them. Like, you're so much better at that than I am.
Well, that's because I walk in and I'm like, I'm here. Hello.
Well, I do too. I just feel like I'm not, like, I'm not willing to, like, be the mom for you because I'm gay. And you're just like one of the girls. No, I'm not.
I gotta say, as a comment to all that, when I do walk out there, I am surprised at the amount of things that people will talk to me about and tell me about. I was like, wait, I just met you. I don't need to know that you had a tough time because you don't want to have more kids, or it's just. I'm just thinking that one in particular. She's like,
it happens all the time. Straight people.
I'm like, wait! I just said hello.
Is this that people feel comfortable because we're the gays, or is this how it works? Like, I will meet someone, and then 5 minutes later, I hear about their marriage is in trouble. They've had, like, they're having that one parent wants another child. Like, it's usually the mom wants another child. The dad's not interested.
We should do a new podcast called Park Talk, because this is where it all happens at the park.
Oh my god!
I'm like, no, I just said hello and I'm leaving because I was on my way to get the mail.
I'm like, this is too much, too soon, and I'm overwhelmed. I'm not.
How to Win Friends and Influence People by Tom and Bryan.
But I wonder, like, all of that stuff, it makes me feel so unwelcome. Like, let me tell you. Like,
so wait, let me just repeat back what you said. People share personal things with you.
Too
and you're
personal.
saying, hey, that makes you feel unwelcome.
Because I don't feel like I'm being used. That's how it makes me feel. Like, they're not even like...
the gay guy is here.
Yeah.
Let's tell him everything.
They're emotional. They know how to handle these things. They're like one of us. That's how I feel.
Yes. No.
I don't know. Maybe that speaks more to my character than the other, but it's really uncomfortable. Okay. I'm there for my friends.
Did you want to talk about it?
Maybe. Let's start a third podcast, Bryan's Counseling with Tom.
I'm going to bill you for this one. You'll get a bill for.
All I can say is I know my husband would never go out to a stranger and like trash talk me. Like, there's just no way we would ever do that.
Well, we don't do that in general. So.
No. It's so incredibly uncomfortable. I don't know. But I felt that a little bit like, okay, well, we were all gays together and we were all in this little secret society, but now you're not one of us anymore because we don't have kids. We have foundlings and we raise them all together, like as a community, and you want yours for you? Like, you're not one of us anymore. That's how I took it. It was very weird. It was just made me uncomfortable.
Have you thought about that? Maybe we're just... we're not big drinkers,
or
maybe they just like to drink more.
Or maybe we're not nice people.
I mean, we're talking about a specific group that we used to hang out with. No,
maybe.
I'm kidding.
Don't know.
I'm kidding. I am kidding because it really is.
But I mean,
we have no.
Being a gay parent, it is different. And being two dads is very different than having a mom and a dad. Or two moms is very different than having a mom and a dad. It's just very, very different. And it is kind of forging your own path. And here's Din Djarin forging his own path. And I just feel very aligned with this character. Like right down to that part where he was building the ship. We spent a long time building that ship with Peli. And it reminded me of... I had one car for a very long time. Didn't we have the orange car for like 10 years or something?
I wouldn't say we, but it was in the house. That was you.
And then I got another car that was very in line with the kinds of cars that I used to always drive.
It's your last ditch effort.
But I was a dad now and I couldn't have that car. So I had to I had to trade that car in for a dad van. And
you don't have a dad van.
Well, I call it my dad van, my Tiguan.
It's an SUV.
Okay, well, I call it a dad van. It's got 3 rows of seats, and it's a dad van. It's covered in peanuts and wrappers and fruit snacks in the sides of the doors.
That part is true.
Hot Wheels, Lego bits.
Dogs. Slobber on the windows.
But I really loved that scene because it's him like really preparing for this new life. You know, he was rolling up in an RV before that he could live in. It was like a bachelor pad. I mean, never really had to leave that ship. And he was a bounty hunter. It had the carbonite freezing chamber, all that in there. Well, there's no room for that in Anakin's ship. There's room for 2. Him and soon-to-be baby Grogu riding in the bubble in the back. And it's just him fully accepting this new life. And I really like that because, I mean, this is probably every parent. But like... just like us, Din never expected this to happen for himself. We never really prepared ourselves to be parents. And that's because just like Din, our society never really allowed for us to have that dream. But here we are. And it's very beautiful because like, just like us, Din can't go back. He thought he could, and he thought the right thing for Grogu was to give him to Luke. And I still think it's questionable whether or not Luke used a Jedi mind trick on him.
And here's the most interesting thing. The changes that have come about because of that we didn't think. I know you said we didn't think about it or we didn't prepare, whatever it is you actually said.
I wasn't really listening.
I wasn't listening. But, you make them because you want to. And you don't even realize that you're making them. And before you know it, you wake up and you're like, oh, this is a 5-bedroom house. Oh, there's a minivan. Also known as an SUV to most people. Oh, we're going to Disneyland.
Oh, we live across the street from a park.
Oh, we're not going to Palm Springs to have a good weekend. Oh. They need clothes. I can't get that watch. Oh.
No, for sure.
These are all things that you just do and you don't even know and you love. You just look,
100%. You have a podcast and sometimes you hear children in the background. But
and
you love
do
it
because you love it.
Yeah, you love it and you don't take it out.
Which one, the podcast or the kids?
Both. All of it. You can have it all, Thomas.
They're all our kids.
Be like the berries and have it all. But it's... That sounded really arrogant, didn't it?
No, it didn't. It just sounded very, you. It sounded like you, baby. And it wasn't arrogant at all.
Okay.
No, I want to leave you at that.
But just like Din, like we can't go back now. And Din doesn't know how to go back. He thought he was making the right decision by leaving Grogu with Luke. But I think he realized somewhere in between that that's not what it is. He wants to see him. And once he sees him, he's telling himself right now, I want to see him again. Because he's not allowing himself for the possibility that Luke isn't going to give him back.
I wonder if we'll see Luke again.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. But I'm nervous about how Luke's going to behave. But
Luke doesn't keep anybody. We've already seen how the movies end. He doesn't keep anybody. They don't stay around very long. He goes off to be hermit on an island. Well, either way, they're not with him.
Wow.
Yeah, but they didn't stay with him.
Yeah.
It was like a school in a way.
Yeah.
They came through his life and
yeah. Anyways, but Din's gonna get there and know that he's his son and he's gonna need to go back. But he's, I think, at this moment too afraid to admit that to himself because what if Grogu doesn't want to come back?
I don't know that he's gonna think that he's his son. I don't know if I agree with you on that. What I do think he's gonna do, or how I think he's gonna feel, is that he believes that he has his best interest at heart.
But I'm going to counter that with...
Counter it.
So
maybe.
Do you remember when in season 1, when he first gets all that Beskar, right? After the thing, and he makes his one little shoulder pad, and then the rest was for foundlings.
Right.
And he just gave it to the community. And this is where I think he was clapping back at the armor because she was upset with the spear. We go into that on Wednesday's podcast. It's very cool. It's interesting, but I'm not going to talk about that with you. So he melts down the spear. And she's expecting, the audience is expecting when he says, give it to the foundlings. And she's like, this is the way, because that's what they do. They give it back to the community. But he wasn't giving it back to the community. He was giving it to Grogu.
Well, I've lost all faith in her anyway now. After that,
yeah, I wonder.
I mean, honestly, if there's only 3 left, why would you be listening to her anymore?
You
can't be part of us. Okay, you know what? Bye, Felicia.
Bye, bitch.
Bye, Felicia. Really? All 2 of you? Oh, really gonna miss you. I can take my hat off now.
And I've got the darksaber, bitch.
Yeah, seriously.
You're not worthy. Oh, Paz, you tried to take me down. Well, this queen is gonna show you up. I might sashay my way in here.
Your helmet off or your hat or whatever we're gonna call it.
Be true to yourself, dude. And you could have been holding this power, but you're not, so you can't. Bye,
Felicia.
Bye. I like that, Tom. Good call. But I think Din realizes now he can't go back. He's not the same person he was. I think a lot of that shipbuilding was him processing that. And I do think it's him in that moment going, he knew what Peli was doing. She said, I didn't put the astromech droid in there because of you, and I know how you feel about droids. That's not what she was doing. She knew. Peli is a wise lady. She is quirky and silly and all those things, but she just every good gay aunt. She knows her shit. And she knows what she's doing. She knows how to talk to him because she can't. Din's still not processing everything. Right? So she's like, no, I know you don't like droids. But she's got a little snack compartment in there. She's got a little thing. She's got a little frog jar. So he's going to have all of his little snacks because, you can't go 5 minutes with a child without, can I have a snack?
Or them going to the bathroom. We just drove down the block.
Yeah, he can't go on long drives anymore because there's no bathroom there. He doesn't have his refresher in the ship, so he's a kid. He's a daddy now, and you got to make lots of stops.
Lots.
So, I just think it's he can't go back now. We can't go back anymore. We have moments, I'm sure, just like everybody. You're like, wow, I remember my life without kids, and sometimes you have good memories of those. And man, it wouldn't it be fun to go to Palm Springs and have a wild, crazy weekend and be, tipsy the entire time, down like 5 bottles of champagne on your brunch?
In theory, but we've literally been presented with this, and I'm feeling like a pushback. Like, God, I don't want to go ruin my weekend by that. We're not gonna have the kids. Why do I want to be drunk the whole weekend?
Yeah,
and believe me, I love a good drink.
And because at this stage of our lives, when we're drunk, we're not at 10:30. We're not gonna be going, wow, yeah.
We're gonna be like, I gotta go to sleep.
No, it's gonna be, I miss my kids. It's gonna turn in from party drunk to crying in the corner drunk.
Oh no, that's the worst drunk.
Yeah, and nobody wants to be around that person.
Or worse yet, what if it's not how we remembered it?
It definitely will be, because we're not the same people. Just like Din Djarin went back to bounty hunting. And I felt a sense of shame around him. He was, there was just, he's not that person
Well, to bring this
anymore.
all around, same with Boba Fett. He's not the same person anymore either. He doesn't want to do that anymore. He doesn't want to be a bounty hunter.
100%, which is how this episode actually fits into the narrative of what Boba Fett was doing very, very much. Because we now have two people. One wants to be the ruler of Tatooine, to free Tatooine from all the crime that was there and let the people be who they are again. Let cultures be who they want to be. And now we have another Mandalorian who's going to be the king of Mandalore and let Mandalorians go back to who they were. Let them take off a helmet. Let them be parents. Let them do these things. We have two people ready to run a throne.
Well, there you go. That's a wrap.
That is rough. This is a good play. Yeah.
Boom.
Anyways, I just think this episode was so good. So good. Is it your favorite of the Bop?
I thought it was a great episode. Is it my favorite? From a certain point of view, maybe. But I mean, I think of it as The Mandalorian. I watched The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I think there's been a lot of, there was only 4, but I think there's been good episodes for Boba Fett. I feel like I said, the casual fan is really understanding more about
well fed.
Yeah, being well fed background. But a lot of this is all background. So where are we going to go from here? Well, I guess we'll see next week.
We'll see. I hope it's good. I think it's gonna be big.
I believe it will be good. I believe it will be big, and I believe you'll be sitting in that chair next week going, God, this is good.
Well, if Din Djarin's back, I'm sure I will.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, everyone. Thank you, and we will.
No, thank you, Brian. Thank you for bringing this into our homes every week.
Bitch, don't listen to these ever again. No, thank you for listening. Will I
experience them?
I don't need to revisit.
I don't want to hear myself on there. I'm going to be like, what a bitch.
Yeah, but in the best possible ways.
I'm playing around anyway.
Well, thank you for listening, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're not already. Rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, and you can review us or give us a little 5-star on Spotify. Follow us on TikTok and the Twitter at Serving Pink Milk, and tune in on Wednesdays on our YouTube channel for Chase's and I's new Kikis.
Kiki.
A Kiki. Let's have a Kiki.
Lock the door.
Tight. And drink up.
Drink up.